Hi guys, this is me again. I'm working on 2008 Mazda 6 and the problem it had was vibration. Of course, whenever you have vibration while speeding, accelerating, and when you start the engine, that's a very obvious sign that the engine mount or the motor mount is going bad. So and this car was the same culprit. So I'll just give you certain tips which I noticed which can help you visually inspect and tell if the mount is really the problem, if the engine mount is really the problem, or otherwise there are other mounts like trans mount or strut mount if one of them is bad for you. But mostly for Mazda 6 you will notice it's the engine mount which is causing the problem. So how do you visually inspect it? This is a good mount. I replaced it. So the replacing procedure is pretty easy, but you see how the good mount should look like. So this plate, you see, it should not be sitting on this mount. The other test which you do, have somebody go start the car, you will see the engine will flip like that, and when they change the gear, if it is too much to and fro movement, you will know the mount is problem. But the first thing I will inspect is, without having somebody to go in and start the car, is this mount, this plate, the mount plate should not be sitting on it. If it is sitting on it, that means it's broken. The pivot which is inside this thing, it's broken, and it just pushed in, and that's why this guy is sitting on it. The second thing you will notice is, take your hand and go underneath here, and if you see like go right underneath that pivot I was talking about, go right underneath it. If you feel a little bulging out, because this is again hydraulic mounts, have oil in it, and you will notice if there is some kind of bulging at the bottom, that means the oil is just sunk all the way to the bottom. For replacement part, it's pretty easy. Use of course a low jack with a wood plate on it, so that you don't hurt the oil pan at the bottom. So go lift the engine, just lift it a little bit or support it a little bit, so you can see it's kind of coming flush. Take these bolts out. 1, 2, these are 18 mm. You will see this is a new bolt. I'll tell you the story in a little while, but this should be, if you have never replaced it or got the right part, it should be 18 mm too. And then there's a little earthing wire. You want to make sure you take that, it's 8 mm. So you are looking at taking out 4 bolts from the top, 18 mm all, and then this is 8 mm. I think this was 15 mm. And then you have 1 bolt, one right there, and then there is this one, the third one. So take that out. Again, when you are taking that out, flip it like this way and it comes right out. And when you are putting the new one in, again go this way. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, so it'll be sitting like this, right? So just flip it and then pull that out. When you're putting the new one, go this way and then twist it, and then that goes in. 2 bolts of 15 mm, 1 nut of 15 mm, 2 nuts of 18 mm, 1 bolt of 18 mm, and then the 8 mm bolt. So once you get that out, you'll get the mount down and you can put the new one in. It's another story. I'm pretty sure you will face the same if you are replacing anytime soon. So I bought the part from AutoZone. I'm hoping O'Reilly will do the same thing. So this bolt, unless you order online, I don't know, again different manufacturer may come up with different specification. Ideally it should all match with the OEM. But when you take out this bolt, so this is a M12 1.75 thread. This is how it should be. But the new one which came in, it was M12 1.25. So I recommend you, when you go to the store, take the bolt with you, and when you get the part, make sure it threads in. And if you're ordering online, make sure you ask the manufacturer what is the thread thing in the mount, the center pivot thing, and they will tell you. But the OEM thing is M12 1.75. So But if you are getting from AutoZone, then again I had to go buy the bolt. They did not have that size. I think it'll take I bought the 40 mm, but again I had to put some kind of washers in there to lift it up again further, but it'll probably take 30 mm. But again, take this plate, take the mount both at the store, and the bolt, and check if it goes in. Again, if not, then buy another bolt which is the right size for you, but I'm guessing it'll be M12 1.25. that's what I got from the store, and then 30 mm was the size. I bought 40 mm, but I had to put again washer in between gap to cover the gap. For you, the OEM is M12 1.75 and 50 mm size, but that's OEM. Again, that's just a tip to save your time. I did a lot of to and fro to the store. So now I'll show you how the what's the difference you will see between the good mount and the bad mount. That's a visual inspection I was talking about. So this one is a bad mount. This is the center pivot thing which is broken, and that's why it was not dampening the vibration. But yeah, so you will see, that's what I was saying is, once it breaks, it get pushed in and the plate was literally sitting on top of it. So that's one sign that the mount is bad. And the bottom, this guy, this little cover or the base rubber plate, you see how I pushed it in because I drained all the oil. But you will notice that this will be actually bulging out, and you can actually press it. Now it is too hard because I already pressed it in, but you can actually just, it's like a soft thing. You will feel it. That means all the oil is sitting at the bottom, and that's not good. So it should be actually pushed in. It should not be bulging out here this way. And again, you can't see it when it is in the car, but you can have to just go underneath it, feel it. And this is how the good mount should look like. This is the bottom. You see, you can still press it. Of course, it's rubber with the oil in it, but it should not be like super soft, like you can actually puncture it. Again, this is how it's sitting. You can't just push this guy in. It is sitting on it. So, and that's where we saw that the plate was not touching the mount. It has a little gap in here. So that's how it should be looking. And yeah, once I started the car, everything is good. So hopefully this video helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comment. And of course, I always appreciate you liking the video, sharing the video. When you're putting back, make sure before you let the low jack go and have the engine sitting on itself, or being, supporting on the mount, make sure everything is flush. You don't want to break anything. This engine is of course in tons, super heavy. So make sure every mount is sitting completely flush. The best thing whenever you are replacing the bolts and all stuff in the new mount, make sure you don't see any new old markings. You know how you take the bolt out, it'll be all shiny metal inside because it never got the dirt in. You see all of these, you can't even tell any shiny metal peeking out because I made sure that it is sitting in the same position, in the same space as it was before. And even on the sides, you see. So you should not see any shining metal around it. If you see, that means it's not aligned properly. Try to again change the height of the low jack and adjust it, and then take the bolt again, push this little bit, have somebody help you make a little bit move with a screwdriver or anything, or with the hands, and just make sure it flushes with the old how the old screws and bolts were in there. And you should not see any shiny metal. Little bit might be possible, but yeah, just make sure, just a tip for that. Okay guys, thank you so much. I hope I didn't take much time with that. That should be a quick video. Again, and any questions, posted in the comment. I'll try to answer. Well, thank you guys.